The first realization. It never happens all at once. It starts with tiny moments, quiet, almost invisible at first. Maybe it's when she sees your name pop up somewhere unexpectedly, or when a random song plays that reminds her of you. At first, she brushes it off, pretending it doesn't sting. But deep down, she knows something's shifting. You see, people rarely realize what they had when they have it. Comfort makes us careless. We get used to kindness. We start to think loyalty will always be there. And then, when it's gone, reality hits in the most uncomfortable way. She begins to notice the silence where your voice used to be, the good morning texts that no longer come, the warmth that once filled her days, now replaced by a dull emptiness. That's the moment her mind starts to wander back, not to the fights, not to the flaws, but to the good things. The way you cared, the way you stayed when she pushed you away, the way you made her feel like home. And that's when it hits. She didn't just lose someone, she lost peace.
The flashback phase. This part hurts the most because the human mind has a funny way of replaying what it misses most again and again. She'll start to remember little things that never seemed important before, like the way you laughed when she tried to cook something new, the way you noticed her moods before she said a word, or how your presence alone could calm her storms. It's like her brain is on a loop, showing highlight reels of all the moments she once took for granted. And the truth is, those memories don't just fade, they stay, showing up at the worst times, late at night, during long drives, or when she's surrounded by people but still feels completely alone. We've all seen this happen, haven't we? Someone walks away thinking they'll find something better, something more exciting. But what they don't realize is that real connection isn't built overnight. It's built through time, through patience, through shared silence and laughter. And once it's gone, finding that same depth again feels almost impossible. The comparison stage. Then comes the hardest part, the comparisons. No matter how strong she tries to appear, her mind will start comparing everything and everyone to what she once had. The new conversations don't hit the same. The jokes don't feel as natural. The affection feels rehearsed. Every time she meets someone new, there's that subtle, quiet thought. It's not the same. Because truth be told, when someone has seen your worst and still chose to stay, that kind of love sets a standard, a rare one. And deep down, she knows she may not find that again so easily. What's even more heartbreaking is that this realization doesn't come with a dramatic moment. It comes slowly, like a slow drip of regret that grows heavier with time. She'll scroll through photos, old messages, and realize that what she once dismissed as just another phase was actually the safest chapter of her life. The moment of clarity. And then one day, it hits. Maybe she's sitting alone at a cafe, maybe she's lying awake at night, or maybe she sees you moving on, laughing, genuinely happy again. That's when it truly sinks in. You were never the problem. You were the lesson she wasn't ready to learn yet. There's a certain kind of silence that follows that realization. It's not loud or dramatic, it's quiet but powerful. It's the moment when she looks back and realizes that the person she pushed away wasn't trying to control her, wasn't trying to limit her, they were trying to love her. Honestly, deeply, fully. She'll replay the moments where she thought you were too much, and now she'll wish she'd matched your energy. She'll remember when you tried to fix things and she gave up, and now that memory becomes her greatest regret. Because once someone truly realizes what they threw away, there's no unseeing it. The clarity is painful, sharp, and irreversible. When she sees you again, now here's where things get really interesting. Imagine she runs into you again. After months, maybe years, you're not the same person anymore. You've grown, you've healed. There's peace in your smile now, and she can see it. That's when the full weight of her mistake hits her, because now she's looking at the version of you she always hoped you'd become. But this time, that version no longer belongs to her. You've outgrown the pain. You found balance, and that realization cuts deeper than any breakup ever could. It's not about revenge, not about proving her wrong. It's simply about growth. When you finally stop chasing someone who doesn't see your value, you start evolving in ways they can't keep up with. And when she finally sees that, it leaves her speechless. Because it's one thing to lose someone, it's another to realize they became everything you ever wanted after you let them go. The emotional reckoning. Now, here's something that often goes unspoken. Regret doesn't always lead to reconciliation. Sometimes it's just a silent battle she'll carry within. She may never tell anyone. She may never reach out. But every so often, that wave of memory will hit, reminding her of the love she once had and lost. She'll try to fill that space with distractions, with people, with plans. But deep down, she knows none of it compares. Because what she lost wasn't just a person. It was the version of herself that existed when she felt safe, seen, and loved. And here's the thing. Time doesn't erase that. It only makes the lessons clearer. She'll understand, maybe too late, that good people are rare. That loyalty isn't something you can replace. And that sometimes the right person only comes once.
Growth after the goodbye. But let's not make this just about her regret. Because the truth is, when someone realizes what they threw away, it's also the moment we realize what we survived. We start to see how strong we've become, how we learn to live without the validation we once begged for. We start building ourselves again, from the ground up, and with each small step, we begin to understand that losing someone who couldn't see our worth wasn't a loss. It was redirection. It was life saying, "You deserve better." When she finally realizes what she threw away, she may look back with pain, but we move forward with peace, because growth looks good on the ones who never stopped loving sincerely.
In the end, realization is a powerful thing. It doesn't always come with closure or second chances. Sometimes it just comes with quiet understanding. She'll look back, wishing she had stayed, wishing she had valued what she had. But by then, life has already moved on. And maybe that's the real beauty of it all. Because when someone finally realizes what they threw away, it's not our job to fix them or reopen old wounds. It's to keep walking, with gratitude, with lessons, and with the calm confidence that we were never the mistake. So if you've ever been on the receiving end of someone's realization, remember this. Your worth doesn't increase when they finally see it. It was always there. They just had to lose it to understand.